Okay, so we have ITC Mission 3 happening here. We got Nids versus Chaos over there. And so we'll be doing Purge the Alien as the primary. We have King of the Hill, Slay the Warlord, First Strike as the tertiary. And then the Maelstrom, of course, for the secondary there. So here's our secondary Maelstroms. That's 2. And then there we have 3 over there on Chaos's side. And then that's our King of the Hill center point right there. So this is the Tyranids list. We have 4 Flyrants with regen. We have 3 Hive Guard, and then 2 Melanthrope, and then 4 Spores back there. And those Zoanthropes are actually Spores. I need to get some more. So, and then I have actually 2 Tyrannifexes, and I'm supplementing that Carnifexes one. I haven't built my other just yet. So let's check out the Chaos army.
Okay. Alright, so we have kind of the same list as last time. We got 2 Renegade Knights that's taking the Forsworn detachment. One of them's got the twin, 2 of the Avenger Gatling cannons, while the other one is all melee with the Thunderstrike gauntlet and sword. Then I got 2 Helldrakes. And then in Rhinos, we got 3 squads of Plague Marines, each one 5-man strong with a Power Fist, and I think each one has something else. I'm gonna double check that. And then the Chaos Lord. That's the whole list.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and roll for turn and night fighting. I'll go ahead and roll for night fight, and it's not night fighting. Oh yeah, rolling to go first. Oh, all right, I got a 4, we tied. Let's try that again.
Yeah. 4 again.
I got a 5. So I am gonna go ahead and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Okay, so the Nids have set up for a first turn here. Chaos is gonna set up, of course, to see if they can seize on me here. So we got the Tyrannifexes over there. We have the Hive Guard with a Melanthrope hiding behind a building. We have the 4 Flyrants, hoping that they're not going to get first turn killed. And then we have some Spores lining the back, just kind of hiding. And then 1 Melanthrope here, trying to give them shrouded. Okay, so now we've got Chaos's set up here. So we got the 2 Knights and 2 Rhinos there, and the 3rd back here kind of hiding behind the boulder. This one with the painted one has the Warlord in it. So then you can see the Nids across the table there. That is our current setup. Chaos is gonna roll to seize the initiative. We'll see if it happens. Okay, so this is just real quick. Tyranids did get to go first. Chaos did not seize. They actually rolled a 1, which means, of course, that they immediately have to take 1 unit off the board. So anyways, the Hive Tyrants kind of moved up. They're in position to maybe get some shots off on those Rhinos right there. So yeah, so we'll see how effective our psychic and shooting phases are, and we'll probably be with you at the end of turn 1, Tyranids. Alright, so that's the end of Tyranids turn 1 here, so you can kind of see everything moved up. So we had the Hive Tyrants over here take some shots at the Rhinos back here. We actually did 2 on the one with the Warlord in it, and 2 on the purple one there. The one with the Warlord with the blue top there, it's immobilized, it's not moving around anymore, but there aren't any kill points to be had just yet for the Tyranids. So I got hold objective 2 as the Maelstrom, as well as have more units in this sort of midfield than my opponent at the end of the turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off, since I do only have the 3 Hive Tyrants out in that space, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so it's going to be Chaos turn 1. Okay, so we're at the end of Chaos turn 1 here, and it was kind of an interesting turn. Not a whole lot of shooting that got through here. Quite a few shots actually on this purple Flyrant, Now that one wound, I don't think I mentioned, it was actually from a failed perils from the first turn, and so he exploded his own mine. So he's got one wound. The knights actually took quite a few shots, but missed at him. And then back here, so kind of interesting question if someone wants to post online to maybe help answer us. So these are our mucolids, my troops choice for the Tyranids, and of course they got the living bomb special rule, and we noticed that they don't count towards kill points, or they don't count towards victory points. And so with this mission, of course, it's Purge the Alien, we have kill points, so we're assuming they would not count towards those victory points. But there's also first strike, and we also didn't know if you kill one of them, does it count towards first strike, or are they just totally, you can't get any points from them, which in this case I'd be playing them poorly. I should be more aggressive with them if they don't count towards any victory points. I know that they can't score victory points, but anyways, so that was the end of Chaos 2. There wasn't a whole lot of wounds that were placed. We of course have a few wounds back here on some of the mucolids, but now it's going to be Tyranids Turn 2, and I should also say, as far as what I scored as Tyranids, because now it's the beginning of my turn, I scored hold objective 2, and then I have the 3 Hive Tyrants out here in the middle, but he has, I think, about 3 or 4, so we're at least tied, or he has 1 more than myself, so I'm not going to score that victory point. So it's just 1 Maelstrom point at this point. I'm going to go ahead and roll for my new ones for turn 2, and I'll be back at the end of turn 2. So that's the end of Tyranids turn 2. You can see we got all the Flyrants up here into Chaos's side. So again, I got Maelstrom 4 and 6, so I needed more units outside of my 12 inches of my table edge than my opponents. Currently I have that. I probably won't actually get it for the round because we're pretty much tied at that with that one. And then 6, I need to have 3 of my scoring units in the backfield with none of my enemies, and currently I do have that with the Tyrannofexes and the Malanthropes and stuff back here, but again, we'll see if we're actually able to hold on to that one. What's more though is I was able to score a few victory points with the primary. I got 3 of the tanks down with my shooting, and Hive Tyrants actually don't have any wounds. They all have regen, and so I was able to take that 1 wound off from this guy back here. Interestingly, he did perils yet again, and he rolled a 6, and then passed the leadership, so he went super sane, and he's got a 3-up invuln. He's doing pretty well. Those 2 actually have feel no pain. I forget whatever that Tyranid power is, but he casted, the purple guy down there casted, and then gave it to him as well. So anyways, that's the end of Tyranids turn 2. We're gonna move on to Chaos turn 2, see what they roll and what they're gonna get. All right, so we're at the end of Chaos turn 2, and hey Jeremy, what did you get for objectives? How many did you start with? What did you get?
I had 1 from the previous, scored 1 on the previous.
Scored 1 on the previous,
and I rolled for objectives 1 and 5.
Yeah, so he's going for 1 and 5, which is hold objective 1, so he's probably going to get that unless they shoot that unit off. And then he had to get within 12 inches of my deployment zone, which his Heldrake came on, and it is in my deployment zone, and that's also going to deny me mine, which was to have at least 3 units in my backfield and none of his, and so he was able to deny me mine and then probably get his as well, unless I can kill it, which that's not going to happen. Okay, so then over here we have the Hive Tyrants. This guy actually ended up taking 3 wounds. He passed his grounding check though, so we're good there. And yeah, so the Hive Tyrants probably gonna focus on maybe that Warlord. And yeah, so anyways, this start of Tyranids turn 3. I did not get any of my Maelstrom. We're gonna roll for 2 more and we'll see what we get. All right, so we're here at the end of Tyranids turn 3. Oh, it was pretty effective, not too great, but did some shooting and got into some position here. I'm not sure how much more the Hive Tyrants are going to be able to shoot before they have to just kind of jump off the board there. Anyways, we did some shooting on the Warlord here. He made some pretty better than remarkable saves and only took 2 wounds after about 3 or 4 Hive Tyrants shot at him. 3, and then I did kill a unit, or sorry, Marine, Plague Marine off of that unit there, trying to hold objective 1. Now, I was supposed to have the 3 units in my backfield and none of my enemies. I might be able to pull that off if I can stop that Imperial Knight from kind of getting too close to my position over here, and then the Helldrake does have to go off the board next turn, so we'll see if I'm able to pull it off. Probably not. And then I also drew to hold objective 3, and that's back here, and that's just not going to happen. And so not going to get any Maelstrom, probably going to give up on that at this point, but we'll see, and just go for the Purge the Alien, get those kill points. I did have 2 Mucolids over here try to charge that Helldrake. It was an epic assault, but they did nothing. That Helldrake does have 1 wound on it, though, from some shooting earlier. Anyways, alright, we're going to move on to Chaos turn 3, and we'll see what they do. So we're at the end of Chaos turn 3 here, and it was definitely a more effective Chaos turn. They're scoring some Maelstrom. For next turn, they need to be within 12 inches of my table edge, which they're definitely going to get with those knights there. And then they need to be on objective 3, which they are holding pretty well right there. I don't think my Hive Tyrants are going to be able to shoot them off. Now we are down 1 Hive Tyrant. The Warlord is still in the game. That's my Warlord right there. I'm not sure if I ever said that. So probably going to focus with the Tyranids on maybe killing some more units because this is kill points. However, the Chaos, they were able to kill off 3 units, one of the Tyran effects as well. And so we are, and then also those Hive Guard. And so we're 3-3 with kill points. Chaos is up on Maelstrom, and we're going to go to bottom of Tyranids turn 4. Alright, so we are at the end of the Chaos turn 4, and we're actually going to call it here. Chaos kind of came back. They swing, and from those initial 2 turns where the Tyranids were kind of taking out all the tanks, and it was kind of looking like it might go the Tyranids' way. That's kind of the way these ITC missions go, it seems like, with all the Maelstrom and stuff for the progressive objectives, that the tides can turn quickly. That's definitely what happened here for the Chaos. They just were able to go away with the Maelstrom, and Tyranids had no way of coming back from that. And then sort of the nail in the coffin here was that you'll notice my Warlord Tyrant, he went down in flames, and so that kind of did that there. And then what's no fun is the Chaos Warlord actually jumped from that 2-man unit to this fully loaded one, so there's just really no way that I would be able to pick through all of those Plague Marines to get to him and get that. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and call it here at the end of turn 4, and Chaos, they got me on primary, they got me on the secondary, and they were definitely going to get me on the tertiary. So we're going to go ahead and call it. It was a great game, and we'll keep practicing.